going on, Bigfoot World? Good to see everybody. We made it another week. I know some of you guys are wondering what happened, but we're good. Unfortunately, we got lucky. We get to do another one. But you guys are all right. And yeah, I was just getting making the coffee. That's why I was running a little bit late. But guys, I think today we're going to talk about that whole
craziness,
guys. From the beginning, that place you guys been watching from the complete beginning, from the time they started sealing that thing up in the front to where they sealed it up in the top, and now they went to the full extent and turned that into Area 51 restricted. Guys, that was state game land. Kids used to play there forever, for years. I mean, as far as I can remember, my parents used to play up in them stone quarries, and never had a problem. Splunking is not a crime. People go splunking every day, all day, and you guys seen what happened, and that's pretty much proof and what's been going on with what I've been documenting without saying too much. Guys, them tracks, them tracks are pretty much, I think, the cause of everything. 100%. Reload the chat. It started again in another live feed.
what?
And that's the way they're going to start doing that with us, because the simple things, we're being watched, guys. And ever since I found them tracks, ever since I've been messing with that place, we've been watched. And you guys know, and I've been knowing it, and I've been trying to cover my tracks by shutting off the phone when I go in there, getting dropped off and picked up at certain times at different spots. I mean, it's getting ridiculous to where now we can't even go into that spot. It went from all state game land. That whole area used to be state game land. And when we went there, his girlfriend drove us up. She parked up. She pulled up into where the gate was and backed up where she wasn't blocking the gate. And we got out. I didn't see
Her friend go.
Frank. Frank, you're the man.
What's up, Frank?
There Frank goes. He's getting that ball rolling. But guys, I didn't see the first sign. Right at the beginning of that road, there was a sign posted saying restricted land. I didn't see that. So we drove past it. I don't know if we was talking or what, but we didn't see it in the front road. We drove past it, went up in and parked, and walked back in. And once we got up on top, that's when we started seeing the red signs, like something going on here. So I shut the camera off and just started looking around, like, what's going on here? Every 10 trees, it started having the restricted area signs. And then when we went down to the hole, we got down by the hole, and that's when Jeffrey noticed that all the way around it, there's cameras on cameras facing each other.
Crazy.
There's a camera on this camera, and then when you go down to this camera, you'll see over on this side there's another camera facing that camera. It's all military strategic. If you have to take them all in order to get one, which is saying there's no possible way you're going to get all of them, and there's no possible way that we're going to be able to go back without facing consequences. When we left out of there, when we got back in the car and came out, there's a dirt road that leads out of there, and there's only 4 houses back in there on the road that goes out. When we went out, got into the car and started heading out, over to our left, there was a lady sitting there, and she's staring at us the whole time and watched us go out. And in official, the plates had official use, the official government use on them. So She didn't follow us or nothing. She just watched us leave, watched us head out. And that's when I noticed that in the beginning it was posted restricted area, but I didn't see it, and we just went ahead on in and started filming up in the back there, and that's when we noticed the signs every couple trees that it's restricted area. It's like, man, I know it's because of what we did, and I don't think it has anything to do with Sasquatch whatsoever. Uh, like every researcher knows, the number one way to keep a Sasquatch away from you or off of your house, if you're having a nuisance around your house, to put your game cams up. So that's pretty much what they did. Was that whole forest is loaded with nothing but cameras in steel boxes mounted up like 30 feet up in the tree with the cameras inside of them. So there's no possible way that we're getting near that area. It's like Fort Knox right now. It's completely sealed up. What's going on, Woodburger? I see you all there. I see everybody made it. Jeffrey, I'm a new subscriber. Good to hear you. Good to hear it. I believe in you 200% on the forbidden drove everything that has been hidden from us until folk. Well said. Well said. Um, how there's you. Ball is good. You definitely got one.
And he got. They say, "Yep, our tax pay at the top of this paper."
I was getting to that. All right. There's no possible way. We're going to be able to get down into the bottom and down where it's restricted at, where the cameras are set up at, and all that. Later in the future, there is a backside. There is an entrance into that cave, and it's not posted. It's not restricted yet. But now that I said something, chances are it probably will be. Now I seen in the comments somebody left an article that it's not that cave whatsoever. Casper's was is here in Cornerville. It was blasted in like in 2013. They caved that cave in. They don't want nobody going in. They blasted in the front and the back. So you don't get that confused with each other. They're two different caves. One's in Cornerville, one's in Dunbar Mountain. So there's two different places. Um, but the feeling that I got out of everything with that area, with that cave, is they pretty much left us alone. After they sealed up them two holes, they pretty much left us alone and left us go in and film. And then they didn't mark it yet. It wasn't until I got dropped off up there when I seen the Black Hawks fly out. I walked down that road there and came across the two sets of the three-toed prints. Once I found them three-toed prints, it was all bad from there, downhill from there. Then we went to Friday Night Live when we found the prints, and we was talking about it that Friday night. And we ended up talking about other things, and the FBI shut it down. It was Mary. Thank God she's a moderator. She kind of shut him down. She blocked him from being able to watch the show. So after that we go back there to film to see what's going on. I had my gear. I had the rope ready. I was going down into the hole and film. Full intentions when we went there to get down in there and film it all. I was ready. I watched videos how to hook up this harness. It's like I was a professional rock climber. I was ready, and to get up there and find out that we're not even allowed in the area, not allowed in that hole, and it's like the only reason I can think of it is they didn't do that until I found them three-toe tracks. Either they're trying to protect whatever that is, they want to keep us away from that, or what it may be. To me, it's proven that it's more real than anything. than anything by them even doing that. They should have never even did that. And another thing, if I forget, where is it? Pam Wick. This is the greatest thing right here. She sent a year subscription for antivirus for, so we got protection on the machine. That meant so much. So Pam, if you're on there, thanks, man. I got it the other day, and I can put it. I can use it for the main computer and the laptop. So that's cool. Who's at the door? Probably Jeffrey. Jeffrey can be safe, but oh yeah, everybody, don't forget to go over to Real Clough Mama and subscribe. I, she got some good videos over there. You definitely gotta check her out. You know, I got a text message. Okay, Kay, I can't text you back, so it don't matter. Nope, I didn't. K.M. Pepper. But definitely check out Real Clough Mama's channel. She got her own little thing going on there. I know everybody on here always conversating with her. She's like a part of the family, and she don't even tell nobody she got a channel of her own. So I'm gonna have to let everybody know. Check out Real Clough Mama's channel. She got a good channel going on over there for sure. But we got some plans coming up, guys. It kind of disappointed the shit out of me to even see that, because I felt like majority of that was my fault for even exposing that area, not alone everything else that's going on with it. But at the same time, I feel like a relief because that place is crazy. That from the paranormal shit that we filmed and experienced between the whole team, and we had Sasquatch sightings, we had rocks thrown at us up there. I mean, we had so much activity up there, and then for them to just turn it in from state game land into restricted area overnight. And it ain't even marked private property or no trespassing. It's straight restricted. That's government shit there, and that's something that's out of my league, guys. I don't want to mess with it. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you. I thought about it, and at the time when I was there, it's like, yeah, we gotta get in there and we gotta check this out. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, it's really not worth what I would have to withstand if I did go in that hole. And it's federal, so, because it has restricted, so they can shoot you on sight. They can do what they want with you when it comes down to that shit. So I really don't want to mess with that area. Like I said, on the other side, there's something that we can work with, and me and Fred been talking, and we'll give it a little time to clear out, and then we'll be back with it. But other than that, guys, this week here we're going down to the maze. It's been a while since I checked it out. The maze is for the new guys. The maze is the area that's pretty much this whole side of the mountain is for, like, the only thing I ever found on it was a full-grown large female with a young one, and there's a little 4-foot one over there, and we run into her all the time, but we rarely go over there to the maze because it's like I don't want to get stuck in between or end up getting me or one of my kids jacked up, because I came close once or twice with it, and I just really been leaving them alone over there. She got a newborn. I don't know what she'll do, but it's been a few years. It's been a couple of years since I think maybe over a year since I've been up there, and Jeff wants to go up there and check it out, see how much it changed. So we're going to go up there and inside the maze and see what's going on in there. My fault, guys. I ain't been looking at the comments, but let me get caught up real quick. You guys have been messaging me and just been cussing me out. because I ain't been acknowledging your comments. It's just I start rambling and I don't see it. But we're definitely going to the maze coming up here this weekend. The maze and Bigfoot Land right after that, back to back, back to back. But I'm working. Okay, sunshine girl. Anytime, and like I said, I always said that I tell everybody, anytime you guys wanna hook up and do a collab, you go out with your own videos. We can go up there and you can experience some of the things that we experience up there in Bigfoot Land. Especially now that it's coming up on spring and it's going to start warming up. The forest is going to start coming to life, and they're going. That's when things start happening. That's when they like to play more when they're warmer, and it seems like they're more active at that point. We found a Bigfoot temple in Greenwater. For real. That's spooky when I see, man, I had one, me and Mike had one push a tree right in front of us. It's scary as shit because you can't see what it is. What is that? Aircraft. I don't want to say it wrong. Aircraft taste surgeons.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And if I said it wrong, it's just me. I'm an ass. But that means a lot. That definitely is. That reminds me, now that I've seen that, guys. For those of you who do help out on that GoFundMe, that means a lot. I'm real close. I got a car picked out and it's on hold. I'm almost ready to purchase it. I'm a few dollars short. So them guys that do help out over on the GoFundMe, man.
Shouts out to y'all.
That means a lot because we're real close from being able to be mobile.
All that's going to do is increase content.
what we got to do. With that being said, it definitely would help. And Pam, I see you. Robert, Post Office. Did I miss something? Is your PO box at the UPS store or it's a post office, Robert? I'm sorry. Thanks. Real quick. If that was you. I definitely would try a drone, but I don't know how to fly one. Man, I would lose it the first time out. With Burger, you got a PayPal, Jeff. Yeah, I do, but I have no idea what it is off the top of my hand. That's why I just pretty much been going with the GoFundMe because
I'm gonna post in comments.
The PayPal.
I'm gonna go post the GoFundMe merch. I'm gonna post everything to help the channel out. So all the links I'm gonna just post.
Jeff's gonna post all the links in the comments, so that'll help me out. And in advance, I appreciate anything in advance. Trust me, because I'm tired of paying $20 for a ride just to go up, and then when they pick me up, $20 to come back, and that's on top of everything else. So whatever is pretty much appreciated. Trust me. But I don't want to keep harping on that. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Lou, thanks, man. Thanks. For real. Lou Watson. That means a lot. Especially right now. With everything going on, we're trying to stand up when we're knocked down. So that helps us out. It helps us out a lot without going into too much detail. But anyways, guys, before I get too emotional with you guys, we're going to the maze and back to back. We're going to the maze. We're going to Bigfoot Land this weekend. Whether it rains or not, I got a plan for even if it rains, we're going to be out there. And he ain't going to be able to sneak out on me. He's got his own place now. So he's real close. I know where to find him at. Let me catch up on here. hire a drone person. The good idea, good idea. But then Cartersville, it's not happening. Just find somebody. I ain't seen a drone around here yet, flying around yet. Well, that's the plan, Cayenne. You'll be going. We're going Monday to Bigfoot Land. That's will be with Jeff and his girlfriend, and then before that, I don't want to give a day on that one, and I don't want to give that location up. So on that trip, when we go to the maze, guys, I'm going to be pretty much leaving all cell phones home. I'm leaving everything home. And when we go, we're going to get dropped off at one location and walk into the forest, and we're going to have to hike it to that location just to protect that location because I don't want to give that location up for anything, and I don't want to jeopardize the mom, the baby, or the little 4 foot. I don't know if it's even a Bigfoot. He looks a little different than the rest of them. I don't know if it's because he's young or what, but he's like got like almost a chimpanzee face with a big afro. His picture's on my Facebook on Into the Woods with Jeff. If you most of you guys already seen him, but we're going up there and check on him. Me and Jeff trying to sneak through there and see if we can catch one of them or two of them walking through and see how much it changed. Jeff, where do you guys find the most evidence at in Bigfoot land? It seems like it's the same tribe in Bigfoot land and around the maze, but they don't go over to the maze. Over on that side of the maze is pretty much just the female, the baby, and the little one, and not even 2 football fields over on another hill bank is a whole different. It's the same tribe. I think the female belongs to. She just left that tribe to go have her offspring, and then maybe once it gets a little bit bigger, she'll bring it back over. I don't know how that works yet, but she seems to stay away from the tribe over here and stays on this side by herself up in the maze area. And she got it all fixed up like it's pretty. It looks like when you go into the zoo, the gorilla habitat. That's exactly what it looks like in there. Is it just my phone or is there no video? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
What links do you need to GoFundMe and the merch?
PayPal.
I don't know PayPal.
Go look for a piece of paper in the box out there. See if it's in there.
Well, I'm gonna just link these two for now. We can go back and I can edit and send it in there for a video, or it'll be in the link in the description.
He's interrupting me. I don't know what he's telling. I have video. That's cool. So it ain't on my end. It's definitely on your end. Because it's just, I ain't going to get into it. What's going on, Pam? I got audio and video. That's cool.
What's up, guys?
I might be able to adjust it a little bit clearer. Maybe not. I made it worse. I made it worse.
What happened?
My coworkers said whatever is in the hole is trapped in. No, it's not trapped in, and it's not the only entrance to that hole. All right, guys. If you go back to the first time me, my uncle, and Fred went into that place, the first time me and my uncle and them and Fred, I think Mike, we went into that place. On the other side of that cave-in, on the backside, when we followed it in, it came out on the other backside of that mountain. Now, I'm not sure at all if it's still opened up or if it's sealed in, but we're going to want later on in life, I'm not saying when or where or how, but we're going to go in and check that part of it out and see if we can get in from that side. That side is still state game land and it's not restricted. So we'll see what happens. We alcoholics got to stick together. Frank is one of the coolest guys on here. He's funny. I like Frank. I'm losing my voice. I've been losing my voice for 2 weeks, guys. There's just so much going on with him moving, getting to the woods in this cold, and the weather's been beating us up. I know you guys are getting it too. We ain't the only ones getting this jacked up weather. One day it's 60, the very next day it's like 5 below zero ice, and then it's got like she's going through menopause or some shit going on. What's going on, Jeff? Welcome to the group. Step back from the phone. You have bad breath. I'm just getting caught up with you guys. I don't want to miss nothing. Because I got cussed out last week. I missed a couple of you guys' comments. And sometimes it starts rolling fast and I get into a story.
All right, that's the GoFundMe I just posted.
All right, Jeffrey's posting the GoFundMe. Oh, the link to the GoFundMe. I see it.
All right, and then
Jeffrey's hard at work over here. You see,
and then
he's also, hey guys, on the merch, he did it. He's definitely, he hooked that up. He hooked that up 100%. Anybody that gets a set of them, what are they called, spandex? Send me a pic. See, whoever buys a pair of them spandex or the hoodie,
the leggings.
Check out the leggings. Send me a pic. Whoever buys them, I want to post that up.
It'll get put on the fan wall.
On the fan wall, definitely. Send me a pic of that.
Have this whole room covered in pictures of you guys in the.
Push the limits at the play. Well, we're not. That's just it. I'm not going. That's a whole new ball game there. That's all federal. It's when they even posted private property. I would take the fine and go ahead and film it and get it out the way. See what's going on. What's hiding in there, but. It's more than that. It's not just private property anymore. It's completely government restricted. That's a big difference. That's like going on to a military base. They got full advantage to shoot you when on that property, and I'm not going to put me or my family or Fred into something like that. So I got to tread on ice when it comes to that area. But like I said, on the backside of that mountain, still state game land, so that's still open game. Videos okay, must be fun. That's still, but that's later in life. We're gonna let things cool down over there. Keep an eye on it here and there. Yeah. I'm gonna try to ride in through there with the quad, just do drive-bys on it and keep an eye on it that way. If I had my recorder, I didn't want to leave my plot watcher out there because they would have just found it and just took it, and I would have been out of a plot watcher. So I didn't leave it out there. There's just too many cameras on each other the whole way through there. There was cameras on cameras on cameras. They went through a lot of money to do that. I mean, it's sealed up like Fort Knox. Like I said, that's why I wanted to go in there and document what they actually did, because it pretty much proves that they're covering up them tracks. I mean, it's on video. One week I go in there, all the weeks we go in there, we have no problem in there. And then all of a sudden we run into these 3-toed tracks. The following week we go up in there and it's restricted. So they only tell me one thing. You know, I mean, Goonie, I see you on there.
Uh-huh. What's up?
Friday is Frank's favorite day. Frank's cool. Frank keeps us alive on here. I like Frank.
Keeping the conversation alive.
He keeps it going. He definitely keeps it going. But aside from that cave, guys, we're being watched. We know that. Yeah. We've been being watched ever since we found them things, and we're just going to keep daily posting so you guys know we're all right and we're still here. Rather, no matter what we're doing, we're going to keep posting to let you know that we're still here and we're still with you guys, to be on our safe side. The best way to be is stay on front and center with you guys. And if I come up missing, I hope there's a little small group that gets together and come and find my ass. Cause shit's getting real around here. Shit's getting real. There's like so many things I want to say that I can't, and it's like irritating. But it's coming, guys. There's some shit coming that I can't talk about yet until after the fact. Until after the fact. I'll definitely be in the search party for you.
Good luck.
That's what we need.
At least we know we ain't gonna be missing for too long.
Because they definitely
messing with him, he got me stuck in a hole somewhere.
I did want to tell you guys one incident that just happened. It just happened this week. All right, my uncle is opening up a shop. He's opening up a small pizza shop, and I've been pretty much helping him when I ain't in the woods. I'm there helping him get the shop together, get it cleaned up, get ready for inspection and everything. And we set up after he bought it, he set up this security system, and it covers every square inch around the building. And in the mornings when we go in, he'll check out the security cameras, review them, what happened through the night. Well, we was watching while we was in the shop cleaning, and I got this on security. It's on his security system. All right, it's weird. It never happened since, and it just something that it still bugs me, and I'm gonna document that right now. All right, we was sitting in the front of the shop, and he was facing from the front door away from us, and I was facing him. All right, this guy in a long. It was cold. I give it that. But this older guy, he's short haircut, dark sunglasses. He comes straight across the street, and he came like up against the glass. There's two big glass pane windows in front of his shop, and he came up at the glass and stared in at us. And I was like, "Hey, Joe, you know him?" And when my uncle turned around and looked at him, he stared at both of us and walked past, looking at us the whole way through. And he just kept on walking. And it like it's like, what was that about? Is he a It looked like a vampire, like he was dressed like a fucking vampire. And it freaked me out. And I said, let's go check his out, see where he's going, where he's at, what's going on. So we go back into the security camera. He came down the alley and walked, did like I said, and watched us real slow going past the shop. And then as soon as he passed the shop, there's like an alley, there's a house and then an alleyway. He cut down the alleyway and never seen him again. I never ever seen a dude before there. And I pretty much seen everybody in that area already. It's a small little patch that he's opening the shop. But this dude came in, the way he looked at us and glided past there. It's like he gave me, it wasn't cool. And just know, guys, that every day I'll be putting up a video starting Monday on. There'll be a video every day, so you guys know I'm still around. That kind of like got me on edge. Just that one little incident. There was another incident that I ain't sure of, that I ain't even going to mention yet. Same sort of scenario, but that one incident was like enough to say that he was on us. He come in and checked us out as he was walking past, and just faded off into it just was all bad. The feeling that I got from him wasn't good. It's like I could sense in my heart, my heart started pounding. It's like I don't get that fear that often. For that fear to set in, for my heart to just start. Why he did that? It was like something was there. Something. It freaked me out, and that's why I'm telling you guys, because it was just an experience that I had this week, helping him out, trying to get that shop going, and they walk up on me like that and pull that shit. He was looking right at me the whole time. My uncle was facing me away from him, and I said, "You know him?" And when he turned around, he started moving. He started walking past, but that freaked me out. And I've been on the watch ever since. So I just gotta watch. I'm losing my voice. Let it small world. What? Frank is your uncle? Let me see what Frank said. I'm missing Frank's comment. Haven't seen a Bigfoot yet, but I filmed some areas that could be blue. The best thing when you do go into that situation, Lou, when you're walking and you start finding signs, I need a Patreon account. Yeah, but guys, once I get everything situated, get on my feet, I don't want to start keep asking for money and keep doing donations and doing this. I want to do it on my own pretty much, but right now I'm like hands tied down, and sometimes you gotta ask. But once I get going, get situated, I ain't worrying about the GoFundMe's. I just pretty much want to get out there. I want to flood the internet with all the evidence and proof that I can get, and hopefully start a trend for all the rest of the researchers to do the same thing, post it and flood the internet with nothing but proof of Sasquatch, and then eventually the scientists are going to have to acknowledge their existence without a doubt. I'm new to all this. I'm a 64-year-old woman. Well, welcome to the world, Bigfoot
What
world,
up?
Lou. They were definitely watching the videos, Goonie, and that's how they're keeping track. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit to where, like like the maze, I don't want to give that up whatsoever at all. So I'm gonna go to full lengths to make sure that's not gonna happen. So there will be no electronics, no cell phones, no none of that shit. Just what we're drinking and what we're filming with. And that's all that's gonna be. And it's not even gonna be the whole crew, it's just gonna be me and Jeff in there, walking through there, checking that out, sneaking in, sneaking back out. But pretty much Bigfoot land, they know about. They got it staked out. It's all ribboned the whole way through, from the roadway back to our camp spot. It's ribboned. It's marked, so they know about that spot. That spot is blown, so it's hard to tell what they're going to do with that spot. If they're just going to push the Sasquatch further back in, make a move, or what. But I kind of feel bad and responsible for most of it, because I'm the one that's leading them into these places. They're following me around into these places, and they're starting to restrict these areas. What are they going to do to them? You know what I mean? And it's not a good thing. It's kind of jacked up just because I want to research them. They're going through great lengths to stop it. Every spot I go to is kind of getting ridiculous. And I hope and pray they ain't harming the Sasquatch. I hope they're just pushing them off, or the cameras or are there to push them off and make them leave the area. And I don't know, guys.
There's 10 watchers, only 25 likes.
I'm never gonna give up. Never gonna give up.
I heard 8 watchers.
Never.
I said 10.
No matter how much they push on the heat, I'll never give up. Or no matter how hard it gets, I'll never give up. But I just got to be more careful what we do. We just got to watch, to get off the grid and go in and then come back and sort of thing. Because with us walking in with cell phones, calling our rapid, they know what we're doing. They know where we're at, and they're tracking us. So we're gonna have to change a few things up. I'll never be able to go live there, so that's going to be out the question. I'll pretty much going to have to go in and sneak in and be covert about the shit because I'm not playing with them. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to go in. Guys, I know you're watching. I'm not going back to that restricted area. I seen the comment where he said that there's charges pending on me or whatever. We didn't see the signs and we're not going back to that area. So you have to worry about us on that end. But for you guys, the Bigfoot world, stay tuned for what we about to come up with because it's going to get crazy. It's going to get interesting.
Definitely.
That's what a lot of comments said, Alan. They're trying to stop it from getting hurt. But kids been going in there and people been splunking for how many years? How many hundreds of years have people been splunking and going underground and playing around? And kids been going to all the locals go to that area and inside that stone quarry for years, as long as I can remember. I used to ride quads up through there before I even thought about Bigfoot. And then all of a sudden I'm gonna start going and revealing this stuff and revealing this stuff. And then they're going through great lengths to I think it's a little bit more than that, Alan. Just the puzzle comes together too well perfectly for it to just be they're worried about our safety. I don't know. I don't buy it. I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I've been going there and it just escalated. It kept escalating, and now it turned into Area 51 restricted. I don't think it's more than just our safety.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy. I ain't like that, especially how high the cameras were
Kyle
too.
has somebody following him too. Everybody that's getting close is like gets in the area that they shouldn't be in, that they know they don't want you there with you guys. If you would have me, for sure. Hiking with Sasquatch Outlaw, for sure. Hit me up on Facebook. But be careful what you're stepping into. Know what you're coming into. Whenever the helicopters show up, the camera, what Raz comes up with signs. Yeah, and they showed up on us already. I'm not gonna get into that one there, but the four of them showed up on us, and when the day I found them tracks, the four of them was going through the same way the tracks was going through. I don't know if they were correlated, but they do have like on certain days. I don't know what days they do have like training up there with them. There's a military training facility up there, whatever, whatnot. That I heard through a grapevine, and some days they do maneuvers up there. But I got on film right after I got hacked. The very next Sunday that I went out from being hacked, four of them circled us for 16 minutes over top of us, scared off anything that was in the area, and then headed out. Going to buy a shirt that helps support you guys. Thanks. Every little bit helps, man. For real. Every little, even hitting that thumbs up button, that helps. Cause right now, I ain't gonna lie, guys. Between all these knockdowns we're hitting, I am gonna get into it, but every little bit helps. Every definitely. And guys, I've been trying for like the last month to get up to Bigfoot land to get the rain stick up there to them to see how they like it, to see if we can walk through and hear them playing with it. But It's just the weather ain't letting us. We got lucky one day this week to make it up there to that.
And it was still cold.
It was freezing up there, but it was like bearable enough to get out there and film that area. And come to find out, we ain't even allowed on that area. It's all restricted.
Yeah, that right there.
It's like, man. So I ain't gonna push my issue with that area. I can't. There's no possible way because, like I said, it's not posted private property. It's restricted. There's a big difference, and it goes from it's a whole. It's out of my league, guys. Thank you for going live tonight. We really wasn't. Like I said, we got lucky, and we might not be on next Friday. But we might not miss any. It depends how things are working out. Like I said, it's rocky right now for us. So just bear with us. Stay tuned for what's coming, because we just like I said, I want to say a lot, but I can't say nothing at all. I felt like, so I just gotta wait till after it's over with, and then I'll fill you guys in soon. Very soon. Very, very soon. Restricted. The whole area. It went from state game land to fully restricted. You look them up. Be careful. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what scares me. That's why I'm going to try to get daily videos, get out there every day and get daily videos up so you guys know that I'm still here. And when I'm not here, man, come and look for me. At least keep searching something. Was there any federal penal code stated? Yeah, on the bottom. I read them. I read that whole thing off. There's the last line was the whole line of strip of penal codes. It was definitely restricted. And Jeffrey's right. He said if you look up Area 51, they got the exact same restricted sign. Restricted is exactly. So there's no difference from that area to this area. I'm not messing with that area. We're behind you, Jeff. Keep it up. You're the man, Dan. You're definitely. But the shit didn't really start until they didn't start doing what they were doing until we found them three-toe tracks. Guys, you got to check out that shirt Jeffrey made of the three-toe tracks. He got a T-shirt.
Dropped last night.
He just put it up last night. It got three-toe tracks on it. That thing's nice.
Yeah.
I think he stuck with the red shirt with white track. It's pretty cool.
It looks good.
Do you ever see any UFOs? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ain't getting into that though. That was good.
Yeah, years ago, a couple years. It wasn't years ago, but it was a couple years ago. See, I was like, I don't even know how to even start it, but I was telling the kids that listen, things are going to be different. We got to pay attention, and then like this is the meetup spot. If anything happened, like teaching my kids that anything happened, this is where you got to be. And I was in the house. I was watching something, and the kid was coming up the hill from school, and Janet calls on her cell phone. She's screaming, "Dad, you was right. Come outside." They're up. So I ran outside. Right, it was just getting dark. You could see the sun just getting down, and there was a set of four. There was 4 UFOs that came across the top of that mountain. They was following the river. There was a set of 4 UFOs. When they hit the city limits, they shut their lights down, and all you could see was like the silhouette of the disc. And 4 of them went across, and then like 2 minutes later, 4 more went across, and then like not even that long, a minute and a half, 4 more went across, and then about 5 minutes after they went across, this plane followed behind them, the size of Connellsville. Bro, I mean. The wing to wing was like a mile wide. I never seen in my life. Still to this day, I never seen a plane that size. One wing to the other wing covered the whole strip of Cartersville.
That's something I'll never forget.
It shadowed and covered the whole thing and followed them UFOs. It's some kind of massive carrier. I never seen no plane like that yet. That size, or what runway could hold something at that size? It's like a plane that don't never come down. Right. This thing was huge.
I was like,
but that's just one of the sightings we had about UFOs in here.
Yeah,
the kids was freaking out. They called me out, made me go outside. You gotta see this. You was right, Dad. And I was like, wow, I was right. So shit. It freaked me out, but it seemed like as soon as they hit the city limits, they shut all their lights down. They dimmed out, and then once they got the UFOs got on the other side of the city limits, they lit back up and followed the river on out. They was hovering right on top of the mountain. If they got higher, they were lower right with the mountaintop, like they was scraping the top of the trees. It seemed like they was flying below radar what they was doing. I need to brush up on my tree climbing skills. Yay, I've been watching videos on how to hook up a harness to a rope. I think I'm a professional now. I never did it before, but I know how to hook this shit up. It's just the point of trying it. I just don't want to try it off of nothing too high in case I got it wrong. In case I got it wrong, and they or whoever made the video,
you'll see a video going wrong, guys.
Set me up. Set me up. In Phoenix, in Arizona in '97 when the V-shaped UFO went national. I think I seen video on YouTube about that.
Definitely is.
I love being.
I agree with him because I went out to a lot out there and it's definitely different out there now. It's definitely gives me a weirder vibe. Like I get like the more and more I go out there, I just get more creeped out. Like I just don't want to go back. Like it's weird. Yeah, I get a weird vibe.
He's scared. That area there, when the wind's blowing, you hear like, you know, when you're. I said this before. I said it 10 times before, but when you're walking on top of that rock face up there where the caves are, it sounds like when you're walking past a schoolhouse when the kids are out in the yard for recess and you hear like abundance of kids playing and shouting. Well, when you're walking through that forest, you can hear like kids playing in the wind, and you can hear it blowing.
It's a weird spot, like weird places in general. Like I don't like any of the vibes out there.
I hate that area. But I keep going back because so much shit keeps happening out there. Every time we go out there, it's
crazy.
It's weird. It's something happens.
Good content, like
but it's jacking us up. So in a way, I'm glad it's restricted because a lot of bad things happened to us ever since we found that place and been messing with us. From Fred to being possessed for months, being lost. I mean, it's just a lot, a lot. Without getting into full detail, a lot. Is in another country. See, I don't know how to do that. That's that person that hacked me did that. That'd be cool to learn how to do, and then they would never know where I'm at. But the person that hacked me had that kind of thing set up to where it looked like they was coming from overseas when in reality it could have been my neighbor. Good job, Mary. But gotta go put the antivirus to work. Pam, that's what I was saying in the beginning. I don't know if you seen that, Pam.
You got
that shit. This is the greatest, Pam. Pam Wick. That means a lot, Pam. I said that earlier. I don't know if you seen it, but Pam, thanks. Hey, we're covered on 2 computers for sure. I can put it on the laptop and on the monster computer. So without you, my computer wouldn't be protected. Thank you, Pam.
y'all do a lot.
You guys really do so
I was
much.
like,
I ain't going to say
family.
it for real. Is hiding this stuff. Yeah, they are, and I'm going to film the shit out of them while they're hiding it, while they're trying to block it up and seal it off. I'm gonna film them doing it, right, Frank? And basically, what they've been doing, it seemed like, has been following me around. They've been doing it every. I know when they've been doing it, and I can't say when and how, or without getting myself into trouble. But for my longtime supporters, know what I'm talking about. Anything to do with associations, stay away from, avoid, and protect your shit at all costs. Please.
Stay tuned for Into the Jail
But
with Jeff.
that's where some of the heat's coming from. Some of these associations.
I seen that comment.
Right, Michael? Hey, we're going to keep filming. We're going to keep filming. But like I said, when we left out of that area, out of that cave, and when we got back in the car and we pulled out, that's when we seen the restricted area at the front gate. We didn't notice that at all, or we wouldn't have went in there to begin with to even know that the hole's restricted. But when we came out of that road, there was a vehicle, government official vehicle, sitting there, and they watched us going out. That alone was enough to say, why? Why are you going through all this? All we're doing is walking through there filming. We ain't bothering nobody. It's state game land.
Destroying no
Everybody's
trees,
allowed
nothing.
on there. We ain't just, yeah, like you said, we ain't destroying no property. We're just walking through state game land, filming.
Minding our business.
And now all of a sudden they want to turn it into restricted area. Come on now. I mean, that tells you a lot. That speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. Volumes. From the time I found them tracks, and then it restricted area.
Mm-hmm.
And that speaks volumes. Frank, that was talking to us the other day. It said the man in black. Okay, Frank. Hey, I don't know what I was thinking, guys, on that video. I don't know what I was thinking on bringing that individual. I wanted that individual to experience what we experienced.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really check out that individual's videos, footage, or I would have knew to cancel the shit really, really fast. So I didn't. I knew she was a researcher in PA. I just heard about her. She wanted to do a collab with me. I said, fine. I want you to pretty much witness what we experienced up there in Bigfoot land, and that would be proof of what we're doing, and you can back us up pretty much. I took them out there to see what we was experiencing. We had a full-on sighting of a gigantic big white Bigfoot right in front of us. I turn around and she's talking to a tree stump. It's like, the purpose of you coming out here is experience what we experienced. And she want to talk to these little people in a tree stump. I effed up so bad. I can't take that back, guys. But now I start talking to people that want to go out. And I got a couple people lined up that's going to be going out into the woods with us. Like Bobby Joe, for example, she's going to be going out with us when it warms up. There's a few of you guys that's going to be coming out to the woods with us. We'll be doing a little bit of collabing together with each other, and they can experience Bigfoot land the real way of what we experience, because that camera don't pick up nowhere near what it should. Like, for example, when we was walking up to that cave, when we first started climbing up, we got a loud tree knock like 15 feet in front of us. That camera did no justice. And I stopped. And then it sounded like there was no wind pushing at the time. It sounded like it was taking a tree and like pushing it and putting strain on it to where it was whining. The tree was whining, almost ready to crack, like 15 feet out. And I'm like, guys, do you hear this? Jeffrey's ready to take off down over the hill. Cayenne's like, wow. I mean, it's like it didn't want us up there. every time we take a step, it would do something. It would start talking up there in some high pitched voice, like it, what it sound like is you know how a deaf person when they talk, it's what it sound like, but real high pitch. And it was 15 feet in front of us. Every time we go up 15 feet, it would move over to the right and back 15 feet. And we just kept pushing in. I wanted to go down and film that hole, and it was like trying to hold us up. It was trying to stop us from going up there. For some reason, you notice going up to there, it did not want whatever it was. I'm pretty sure it was a Sasquatch because it was tree knocking like 2 or 3 times loud. And as we pushed up, it started put like a big tree. It started putting strain on it to where it started like whining and cracking. And so we stopped and just listened and filmed. And then you could hear the chatter and picked up on camera a little bit. It was interesting. That whole area is just it blows my mind. But at the same time, I'm glad that it is restricted because we got nothing but bad out of that area. I mean, we got a lot of good evidence and proof of paraphernalia for that matter, but we got a streak of bad luck that came with it. And in a way, I'm glad it's over.
I need a pop.
I heard that was nuts. Can teach you to repel also. Hey, Dan, that would be cool because I have no idea about that shit at all. That would help me out. That would help out the whole team pretty much because it would save us. Can't wait. They say that's how they sound when they talk. Like yeah, that's what it sounds like. My copper just froze up. Oh, my computer just froze up. I hit mine, y'all. Hit the like button. Thanks, interesting things.
Means a lot, yeah.
It definitely does. Every little thing helps, man. It definitely does. Especially right now. I keep saying I sound like a broken record, and I don't realize it until I say it. But we appreciate every little bit. Wait till this weekend, guys, because I can't wait to see the maze, how much it changed. I ain't been out there in a long while. Me and Jeff gonna creep in there and see what's going on without any kind of phone, without anything.
So it's about to be risky.
With Burger go out with these guys. I would love to have Rick out there with us. That would be the greatest thing.
That'd be pretty cool.
He's cool. Rick's funny. And to have him out there in the woods with us, that would make a great video, and it would make a good time because we're just Rick. He's a good, happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and that's how we are. And it would be cool to get us out into the woods with him. That'd be cool. Into the woods with Woodburger Farm. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds like a plan for the spring. That sounds like a plan for the spring. We're already going to the Rocky Mountains, without a doubt. I got a little secret stashed away, little plan that I'm gonna cash in later in life for that trip. I'm gonna talk to Stumps. Yeah, but man, hey, I learned my lesson on that one. I definitely learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Thanks, Mary. Got Mary, guys. Mary does a great job. All you moderators do, Lori, all you guys.
I definitely see. I'll put y'all.
Because there is some assholes out there. I'm gonna put it out there. There is some assholes out there, and they'll do anything to jump on there, hurry up and criticize and decredit whatever they trying to decredit. I'm just glad you guys are there. It makes my job a lot easier. And you know, Reza, you know, Rick knows it. Everybody, Colorado Bigfoot, everybody knows it that goes out there. You can have 10,000 good comments, and that one bad comment, it fucks with me all day. It like eats at me. It made me cuss. Damn. I try so hard not to cuss, but it messes with me all day. It eats at me. It's like, why would they say that? Why would they think that? It's like, why? What's the reason?
What I
It's
do to you?
but at the end of the day, I know what it is. It's them trying to just knock me off of my horse and make me give up what I do, and that's not going to happen. So gotta try a little bit harder. We're gonna keep doing. That's the only thing we enjoy doing is going out into the woods and see what happens. And I mean, I spend time with my kids out there. Ain't nobody gonna stop that. Ain't nobody gonna take it away. And good luck trying. So with that being said, let's start this season off right, guys. It's March. March is here. April coming close. The force is going to be coming alive soon, and I'm going to be out there, guys. We're going to be doing overnighters. We got the equipment to do shit with. Actually, I mean, this winter,
everybody's gonna be good.
This winter, you guys really set us up so well to where we have every bit of equipment we possibly ever need out there. We just got to get our ass out there. So, guys, thanks for that. Mr. Bruce Willis, thank you so much. And I mean that, man. I mean that. If it wasn't for you, I would be flat on my face 10 times over. Trust me, you're the ones making this happen 100%. And Mr. Willis, I owe you everything for that. I didn't pay folks attention. Yeah, but I try not to. But still, at the end of the day, it's still racking. Like when I get up in the morning, that's what I'll do. I'll stay here. I'll go make my coffee. I'll stay here and just look at you guys' comments and see what you guys found and go to the timestamps and there'd be 1,000 great comments of how good of a job we do, and then there'd be one dickhead in there. You meth-headed or bunch of dumbasses out there on meth, and then that just like eats at me all day. It's like, meth, is that the best he can come up with? What is he thinking? I mean, it's just but you understand what I'm saying. Just one asshole can mess it up for 1,000 good comments, and it brings you down. It does. It takes a lot out of you, but
we appreciate all the love.
But when it comes down to it, 99.9% of y'all really back us up on everything we do, and that means a lot. That
100%. Y'all,
that means you showed 10 times over. If we needed something like going down in that hole, if we needed it down in that hole, you was right there.
Hey, check who it is.
You was right there going down in that hole.
Right in the building.
Yeah, that's not like 10 minutes. I know it's a doorstep.
We got Fred in the hole.
What's going on, guys?
David Hunt.
Hey,
David, that means a lot, man. Guess who shows up, everybody? We got Fred in the hole.
I think,
like I told you guys last weekend, he's mobile now, so we're going. The force is coming alive. The team's coming together.
Yes, sir.
Guys, it's about to get real. You're right. You're right. Jeremy Vicious, 100% right. Talk with you later, Jeff. For sure. For sure. By the crew, Bigfoot suits.
I don't think that go down how we think it would.
Hey, we thought about that. But could you imagine what they filmed, what they got on them cameras, what they already caught? Because that all the way through that forest is nothing but cameras. On camera, the whole way through there, and it's all restricted. Could you imagine what they picked up already? Northern Idaho, thanks, man. That means a lot. The heat is on. But hey, we're gonna keep pushing, especially now that the woods are coming to life. the team coming together. Shit's about to get real out there. The overnighters are starting to come back once the weather warms up.
We're ready.
I can't wait to try out the night vision. We got equipment. Please go, Jeff. Please go back in comments and see what I said about live feeds. I think there's something David Hunt. David Hunt. When I used to run it. That's what's going on with us right now, David. That's exactly what's going on with us right now. I mean, it happened to us a year ago, but not as it was a lot worse then than it is now. We just getting like they're letting us know that they're there pretty much. They're not doing anything. They're just like at a distance, let's so to speak. And it's just enough to spook you to say, should I stay or should I go? But in the end of the day, we're not doing anything. We're just out enjoying the day in the state game lands, seeing what we see.
Right here. You guys see it yourself. Y'all see every move we make, everything we do, everything. There ain't nothing. We don't cut nothing.
Oh yeah, everything's on.
Everything's raw, legit.
If it's filmed, y'all see it.
Yeah, everything.
And that's what they don't like.
Us falling.
And that's what they don't like because we're really a bunch of amateurs going out in the woods with holding the camera. Pretty much.
Y'all see it.
Whatever we see, we're catching with the camera, and they don't like that shit because how real can you get with just that right there? And that's what's they don't like that. And they're gonna try to stop that, but we're gonna keep on keeping on. Something lets us know when it is on your backyard right now, Terry. We all felt it, but yeah, you can't ignore it. For instance, you know when they're around. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know that fear sets in. You know that something's close, that something's going to happen, something about to happen, and you don't know what to do about it. So yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about, and I'm just not. We're going to change a little thing, couple things, but as time goes on, guys, you'll know a lot more. We'll be able to say a lot more as time goes on. But right now, this month, we got handcuffs on, guys. just bear with us. Just do this month, guys. Take the fear and chew it up. It's really not a fear. It's just what they're going to do. It's the thought of what they're going to do. I know what they're capable of doing and what they can do. It's just, yeah, I mean, how far they willing to take it. You know what I mean? That's that sort of shit. But listen to your gut. Instinct, guys. Will keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about that.
We usually go against it.
Yeah, that's what. Actually, he's right. Our guys,
we should leave. All right, let's go farther.
Let's go see why.
10 miles later, we're lost. Like, man, something else. We should leave. All right. 20 minutes later, we're deeper. We don't know where we're at.
Swear.
We'll never
I'll be tripping out the whole time.
We'll never be able to go live again back there. Everything going to be covert on the other side. We're not messing with that land at all. That restricted area is restricted for a reason. We're not messing with it. No, it's left alone. So,
off some spots y'all want to see us go to.
But no, we got a plan.
We do, but still we get that too.
We got a plan. A, B, C. We got a plan. Mm-hmm. But just bear with us, guys. Just
found out today I got a job.
Just bear with us. Yeah, I see that on Facebook. Don't let the man. Nah, we ain't doing nothing wrong, guys. All we're doing is filming. We're walking through state game land.
That's everything.
Public state game land and film. That's all we do. We're not poaching. We're not hunting. We're not doing anything. We're out enjoying ourselves, and we're filming as we go out enjoy ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing against the law with that. We're not going to stop doing that. We're going to continue doing what we're doing. There's nothing against the law for us to go out and film in state game land. But we are going to be a little bit more covert with it. We won't be having no more phones with us. I know that's how they've been doing it, and they might as well watch the phone sit here at home. I love your show and all you guys. I bet I can shut you down, Jeff, just with the black window spider. You're right.
Yeah, I get shut down by that.
You're right. Any kind of spider. It be non-poisonous spider. I'm shut down.
Hey, long leg, anything, I'm going.
I'm running through the woods. I'm out.
I'm squishing it.
That's all it's going to take. A little spider and I'm gone. Not even a spider. Let a bat drop out the woodwork.
I remember that. I was laughing too hard. I couldn't even help you.
But that's another thing. Splunking. People been splunking for so long, so many years.
But now it's illegal? Come on now.
Wow, how's it illegal to splunk? They do it every day.
Cave diving.
They do it on cable. I see them on cable splunking down in caves and shit. Why is it all of a sudden illegal for me to go into a hole? I don't understand that. I just don't understand that.
People get paid. We do it. It's not. We're allowed.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Is it because we're splunking in the wrong hole? Would it be? That wouldn't be the reason, would it? We're going into the wrong holes. Is that it? Just so glad I come across your shit. Hey, we keep it real, Luke. One thing about us, we try to keep it interesting, but one thing you're gonna learn with us, we keep it real. And I do want to thank all the new subscribers. This last month, we gained like 1,400 subscribers, which is amazing.
Yeah, you guys is definitely growing.
That means a lot.
Big out here.
That means a lot to us. So thanks for hitting that subscribe button. That definitely does.
We just building our voice.
I've had them here at my place a few times. Hey, that means you're doing something right. If they showing up in your neck of the woods, that means you're on to something. That means you're on to something.
Best channel, most real on the tube.
Right, David? We try to be. And
I'm one of the 1,400. Okay, what's up?
I give a Sasquatch Outlaw. Thanks for joining
Comment down
us,
below
man.
if you subscribe to the channel. Let us know.
Yeah, drop a like too. Okay, I like that like button right now. Look at that.
Going up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got more likes now than people watching.
What about them two fences? What about them two fences? Oh, you want us to check out that area? Shit. Hey, we're not going to talk about that area, but we'll film that for you. We're going to go check that out for you. It's coming soon. But I know what you're talking about. We'll check that out after we check these. This coming.
Definitely about to be crazy.
I know what you're talking about, and them two fences are coming soon. I almost forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention.
We'll have to check the waterfall again too.
Yeah, there's a few places I want to check out, but we gotta be without cell phones for now. Going in there. Did you watch that last video?
Which one?
The restricted.
Yeah, I see that.
It's the whole area is restricted.
Oh no, it's crazy.
They shut that shit down. I was up till 5 a.m. watching your videos. Hey, I do that too. I catch myself just watching my own shit and just cracking up at myself. It's like, is there a mental thing here? I'm watching myself and just cracking up at my. It's like there's something wrong with me here. I be doing the same shit, watching our videos, just cracking up.
Yeah, walkie talkies. That should be a next investment.
Like I told you before, we watch the videos more than y'all do.
You don't want walkie-talkies because they can trace you down with them.
Yeah, they can track them walkie-talkies.
But if we get like some personal signal ones.
What we're going to do is get dropped off in one area and walk to another area through the forest, and just to know we're not getting tracked or anything, and we're just going to keep our electronics off of us. Just go in with what we can film with, and that's it. And then come back.
Car one side, get dropped off the other side, walk to the car.
Yeah, and then just cover our tracks like that for now on. Just not for protection of us, but for protection of the Bigfoot, because I don't know what they're doing with them. You see what they're doing with their homes.
As soon as they go to a place we research, they go and ask.
They terrorize that area. So I don't want to keep jeopardizing.
Like we're leading them to the Bigfoot.
That's what I feel. Yeah, that's what I feel like, and I want to try to prevent that from now on. It's just
most of my views is me.
Interesting things. Yes, the radio is there. Oh, guys, if you're local, anybody local, all of us will be there. The whole team gonna be there. March 16th. March 16th at the Morrell Fire Hall. There's going to be a lot of major speakers there. There's going to be, I don't want to say the wrong name, but there's going to be people there, like a few scientists are going to be there listening, and on some of these researchers speaking, like with Fred Saluga and his crew is going to be there. We're definitely going to be there. So if you're in the area from 11 to 5, go to Morrell Fire Hall and check us out. So come up, support us, say what's going on. I love to meet you guys in person. We'll get pictures together, whatever. And yeah, I mean, it makes us feel good to know that we got supporters in the area to come out and see us. So if you're in the area, definitely come out and check us out at the Morrell Fire Hall. It's in Collinsville, PA. Or is it in Dunbar? It might be Dunbar Township.
Yeah, that's Dunbar Township.
Morrell Fire Hall in Dunbar Township. The state park I go to look for Bigfoot is a Native American land. Old land. You're most definitely in the right spot, Lou. Just be careful when you're up in there. You don't know what you're going up against. Morrell, how you spell Morrell? M-E-R.
It's M-O,
M-O-R-E-L-L. M-O-R. Here, check this. I'll put it up right here.
It's M-O-R-E-L-L. Maybe E.
What is it?
With David Hunt.
Nothing. I don't have it. It's in Brownsville. M-O-R-E-L-L.
Yeah. Morrell Fire Hall.
2 hours.
Yep.
That's a shame. My fault, guys. I'm trying to write this out real quick, and I'm messing it up. They're making fun of my literacy, so I'm gonna have to jack my son up as soon as this live is over. Unless y'all want to see him get the belt real quick. He is 18. He ain't never told get his ass wet. Dunbar, PA. You think because he got his own place now? He's grown.
Put the date down too, March 16th.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the date down too.
So they can see it for the references. You can go back in the comments to look at it again too.
There it is, guys. It's at the Morrell Fire Hall. If you guys are in the area, stop by. We'll be there. I keep dropping everything. Got some anointing oil and put it on your foreheads before y'all go into these areas. What's that do? Does that cover up scent or? I need to
That's
win the
supposed to-
lottery
supposed to
so I can fund you guys and prove they were there. David, right? It's not a bad part, the sad part. Holy oil. You're right on with that one, dude. We definitely all need that. But
It takes up part of the fun, though.
yeah.
It's part of the experience, part of the danger. We've witnessed it.
Yeah. Firsthand. Firsthand. But that means a lot, David.
It's all part of the story.
And that's what I was saying. It's revealing them, finding them and proving that they're there is not hard. Going in there, I mean, it's not hard at all to track them down and actually film them. But actually, it's hard because they keep pushing off and so forth. But to get activity out of them, it's to experience them. It's not hard at all, really. Once you get to know their signs, their leans, their X's,
Spend some time around their signs.
yeah, just keep spending times around their signs and their marks as you go, and pay attention to your surroundings, and you'll have a sighting. What day you are going to be at that fire hall? Oh, it's going to be March 16th from 11 to 5.
You remind me of that Facebook video. I seen the Facebook video.
I'm gonna karate chop my kid on live TV. You're gonna see him get karate chopped in the throat on live TV, guys. You guys are gonna get to witness my son get throat chopped. Just hope my mom ain't watching because she jacked me up. Mom, are you out here watching? Put a blindfold on real quick. Another still photo shows 2-foot high tree. Puff puff pass. No. Nice try. Nice try
A
though.
positive vibe.
Can just got back on. Well, get back off, Can. Ain't nobody talking to you.
Ain't supposed to be at work.
Stop hiding in the bathroom. Get back to work.
All right, Larry. I see you. I know we just sit here reminiscing, guys. We apologize, but it ain't too often we got the team all together. You know what I mean? We're just missing Money Mike, and he's fired, by the way. I'm gonna get a shirt that says
Money Mike's
just
fired.
about how Money Mike fired. I fire him at least once
Week.
at least.
Yeah, you call him, just tell him he's fired.
Bye, Pepper. Hey, Jeff, it was so good to see you guys live, and you guys keep it real. Thanks, Hiking. What's that? We try, man.
Try to keep
We
it live.
definitely try and try to keep it interesting at the same time. It's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. Have a good one, Outlaw. He's leaving. All right, I'll see you around if you are leaving. I didn't catch that one. It's hard to gain their trust. That's well said, Northern Sasquatch. Idaho Sasquatch. Well said. And that's what you more or less got to do is build up. It took us a long time with that tribe up there in Bigfoot land to get the activities that we get over 4 or 5 years of just going in every day, going in. Like the first couple of years, you could hear them pushing off as we go in. And that's what we'd get for the longest time. We'll get a couple tree knocks here and there, a couple rocks, but for the most part, they would push off. And then just this past year, or maybe even the end of last year, I noticed a change, like dramatically. They when we go in, you don't hear them pushing off. They get low and then they play with us, or they'll do little tricky things to just mess with us. They're starting to play games with us. I got the feeling, like with my coffee, for example, when I was at the garbage pile there and I set my coffee down and I was filming the garbage. I'm full of shit, David Simpson. Welcome to the club. But I set my coffee cup down on that stump and I started filming that garbage. And I forgot my coffee was there when I was talking about the garbage and all the garbage that was missing. And I headed back toward to where Bigfoot land is. And by the time I got back there, where I left the gifting area, where I left all them apples hanging, my coffee cup was setting right there when I left it. Yeah, it was still hot. The same coffee that I left back there on the stump. He left it set there in front. Somehow got out around us and left it there where I found it. That's amazing. And that just like started.
I remember that you dumped it out. She was like, I ain't drinking now.
Yeah, I don't know what they did to it, so I didn't mess with it. But
it was still hot.
It was
still hot.
It was definitely, they're starting to play tricks. They're starting to do different things. And I can't wait to get back out there. It's been a couple months since we even made it to Bigfoot Land. So we're overdue. We're way overdue. Got to go check you out later. All right, Dan. You have a good one. Yeah, we're going to be cutting this short too here. It's getting kind of late. But I'm even glad that we even got to have a Friday Night Live.
Got my headlight fixed, but it's a little late. Getting here.
Oh, it was times again. David
Those
Simpson. I'm gonna look him up after that. He probably affiliated with one of them associations, but oh well. You know how you got asshole everywhere you go. But guys, this next one coming up is gonna be up in the maze. Stay tuned for that one. And then following the maze will be Bigfoot Land. And then hopefully we'll be able to do the Friday Night Live and whatever happens. By then the force should be alive and up and whatever happens after that. I ain't got nothing planned after that. So
send us your plans.
Don't forget, guys, once we hit that 10,000 mark, you decide where we spend the night at. So
please,
and we're coming up
because we will.
For my sake,
we're only like almost 2,000, 1,500 short of 10,000.
Because you know he's probably gonna make us do it. So please say something logical and something I will survive.
We'll do it. Whatever he's come up with, we'll do it.
The cave hole. We'll do it. Hey, like I said, when we get to the 10,000 mark, you decide where we spend the night. They said the cave hole. You're trying to get us into the federal prison.
Right.
But next series.
Like I said, it's gonna be an interesting year, guys. We're getting our shit together, and we got the equipment already. Stay tuned for what's coming up next.
Check out that merch too.
Definitely. Let me see what Lou says before I jump out. Lou said, let's see if it works. This should be the link to the Silver Man. Oh, I'll check it out right after this. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting that like button. And we'll see you soon.
Somebody's phone is ringing.